Dude, is that a Kenny Pickett jersey?
Yep, just got it.
Why? He's not even the starter.
Oh, Temple, he will be. He will be.
Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to this Week 1 preview episode of the Trajan Temple Sportcast Season 2! I am your host, professional wrestler and Kansas City Chiefs fanatic Christian Temple, joined alongside, as always, by my good friend, the Kenny Pickett wearing and terrible towel twirling Trajan. How are we doing, my friend? We are one day away from football as we are recording this.
Oh my goodness. It is it's like waiting for Christmas to happen as a little kid. That's what it feels like.
Absolutely. It's the joy, you wait all year long. I mean, this is the only sport, at least that I'm a fan of, that the off season is so long, it's so unbearably long. The anticipation always builds, and now that I've got hope and expectations again in my team, it just gets that much longer. So, but do you have hopes and expectations for your team this year too, even without your fearless leader at the helm?
I do have faith in it. I'm not going to say I wish all the luck for Trubisky. I want him to do good. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what kind of comes out of this new offense because it's the first time we get to see Matt Canada's offense.
Absolutely. And, Trubisky knew what he signed up for. He knew this wasn't going to be a permanent position for him, too. I mean, obviously, he's going to go out and just do his best. This could be his, one only year, and who knows, that might open some doors for some other teams in the future. You never really know. You take advantage of every opportunity you get in the National Football League. But yeah, speaking of the National Football League, hey, did you know Week 1's this week?
I did not know.
How did we not know? How did we miss it? Do we oversleep? Oh man. Well, obviously tomorrow night's game, which when this is recording, tonight's game more like it will be the defending Super Bowl champion LA Rams taking on the predicted Super Bowl favorite Buffalo Bills. And I got to tell you, this is one of those games where I have no emotional investment in either team, but I'm just excited to watch them play. Honestly, this is a marquee matchup if there was any.
No, it is they chose a good teams to go head to head. I mean, obviously Buffalo, they're just getting stronger. Rams, they keep on somehow pulling out no picks and all these people coming in and signing up. I don't know how they have the cap space for all of this, but they do.
Well, it's because they're owned by Stan Kroenke, and as my hockey team, the Colorado Avalanche, figured out too. If Stan Kroenke is your leader, then usually a championship's in your sights. So, full disclosure, that's not really Stan. That's more of his son Josh's kind of stake there. But I digress. But yeah, that's we got an exciting Thursday night game, but as of right now, we will be moving on to our own respective games, myself being the Kansas City Chiefs, and in a moment we will hear from Trajan on the Pittsburgh Steelers opening day. So we will start this Sunday at 3:25 Central Time. It'll be 2:25 where I'm at because, and I know I've said this before, I will be there. I will be in the house of the Cardinals Nation, State Farm Stadium. I am so excited. This will be the fourth road game I've watched my team play at, 2 times at Mile High, 1 time at Gillette Stadium, and now I'm getting ready to mark off State Farm Stadium, the home of this year's Super Bowl. So also get to see the future Super Bowl stadium get played at too. I can definitely say I've never done that before, so that's a pretty cool feeling. So, but yes, this Sunday afternoon we got the Chiefs taking on the Cardinals, and kind of starting off. We'll start with the injury report here too. So, no huge big losses. Obviously, Blake Bell hurting with his hip. He was probably our second or third tier tight end. He'll probably be out for the foreseeable future, but that gives an opportunity for Jody Fortson to step up behind Noah Gray and Travis Kelce, obviously. As far as the Cardinals are concerned, Zach Ertz showing up as questionable, as well as Ezekiel Turner, one of the linebackers for Arizona. And one name that was on there, but apparently has been taken off, so he must be good to go, J.J. Watt. was listed as questionable coming into this week. But I know he's one of those guys. You're always worried about him getting injured, but when he is on the field, he's going to make some plays. So that's definitely something our revamped offensive line is going to have to deal with. But I think they're going to be up to the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome for you to be at that field. I'm truly excited to see the pictures of it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll have a full vlog set up from my experience there at State Farm Stadium, much similar to what I had last year when I took my mom to the Cleveland Browns game on opening day for Kansas City too. But so far we're looking as far as picks. We're showing a 53.5 over under, which could be very interesting. And truthfully, I would probably take the over if DeAndre Hopkins was going to play, and we don't even know if, it's not showing anything on here, but is Marquise Brown going to get suddenly suspended? Probably not this late in the week, too. Kyler Murray is also without Christian Kirk. He still has A.J. Green, but it'll be interesting to see if Zach Ertz, how much playing time he'll get for that offense. Showing on the power index for ESPN, showing Kansas City a 54% chance of winning this game. So we're kind of getting. They predicted as kind of an even matchup, and I wouldn't put it past it. Both teams make the playoffs last year. Arizona started off really good. I mean, 7-0. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a great start to the season. Obviously, some obstacles, some hurdles. They kind of tripped over themselves and stumbled into the playoffs, eventually losing to the eventual Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. But yeah, this is going to be a fun, exciting game. It's a mid-afternoon game, but it's going to be great to see to enter into enemy territory once again and to see the red and gold take place on the field.
The red and gold. No, I really do hope the best experience on that game there. It should be fun, and especially with Temple misses out there. So
absolutely.
But our week 1 opponent is nothing to sneeze at. We are going against Cincinnati. The ESPN matchup predictor is pretty grim on ours. It's saying 78% chance that Cincy was going to win.
Wow, 78. I would have expected like 60s or something like that. 78.
Yeah, 78. Wow. They're giving us a 21.8% chance of winning.
Hey, I guess it's better than nothing.
So, I'm actually pretty high on this game. How high am I on this game? I actually put money on this game. So, that could be a bad omen for us, but we don't know. But no, on injury side there, the only concerning one you could say would be Deontay Johnson. That last preseason game kind of banged up his shoulder there. He has had limited participation. We have a defensive back, Marcus Allen. He's limited participation as well.
Wait, I thought Marcus Allen was a running back. Sorry.
No,
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
And then, so Cincinnati's side, all tight ends, believe it or not. We got tight end Devin Assisi with his squad. He did not participate. Tight end Mitchell Wilcox, limited participation, and tight end Drew Sample, knee limited participation. So 3 tight ends they will be without. I don't know. I didn't even realize they had 3 tight ends, to be honest. So no, it'll be interesting. I imagine they do some other roles in there. Maybe they're more of a blocking type guy with a big formation, but we'll see on that part. Like I mentioned, I really don't know what to expect. Usually week 1, I mean, we had, of course, Big Ben there. We had a lot of old veterans that are gone now. I don't know what to expect from this offense. It's going to be either completely different or just a little bit more running, but same style. But I'm hoping it's completely different or it works out.
It's kind of...
Because obviously we need help.
Absolutely, and it's kind of the feeling that I had going into 2018. You know, Alex Smith is gone, and now you're putting your eggs in the Mahomes basket and everything too. You just like you don't know what to expect. I mean, obviously you're excited. You know, you got this young quarterback coming out of sitting a year behind this veteran too, and you got high hopes for him. But there's always that hint of doubt. I'm like, it's like, oh man, are we gonna regret this? Is this gonna be just like the biggest flop since Todd Blackledge when we last drafted a quarterback? You don't know.
Are we gonna be the new Jets?
Right, exactly. There is a fog that you do have to go through with a brand new offense too. But on the flip side, and it's the same scenario like when we have with Andy Reid. I mean, you trust Andy Reid, and obviously you guys trust Mike Tomlin. You trust him because he's gotten you there. He's shown that he can make almost anyone into a winner, and it gives you hope that he will just continue on the right path here too. So you know he's seen enough. He believes that Trubisky deserves a shot, at least for this year and for the foreseeable future. So I think there is plenty of reason to still be excited as a Steelers fan, even though you are going up against the reigning defending AFC champions in the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. But week 1, I mean, that's when you can surprise the most people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have a shot.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say we win 21-17. That's my prediction.
Oh, yes. I didn't even, you know what? That's a good point. I didn't even give up my score. I think the final for Kansas City, I think we'll go, I think we'll do 27-17 is the, showing the over-under on this one at 53.5. I don't know if it'll get up that high. I think it'll get up into the 40s there too. I think 27-17 Kansas City takes the win on the road.
I think that's probably right there.
Absolutely. But speaking of predictions, hey, we got more of those for you. So you've seen our, most of you hopefully have seen our golf challenge. Some of you may have even seen our drag race challenge. Hopefully not. The golf challenge was much better. Not that I'm biased or anything like that, right? So, but now we are here to officially announce the third Trajan Temple Challenge, and this ain't just going to be a one and done deal. This challenge is going to go the entire length of the NFL season this year, from week 1 to week 18. We're going to have some fun with this too. So it is going to be as simple as this. There's going to be three sets of points here. We're going to start with our locks. So what that means is we're going to pick a game. It doesn't even have to be for our teams. We can pick any game this year that we think is going to be lock stock. This opponent's going to beat the absolute crap out of this other opponent too. If we're correct, we get a point. If we're wrong, we get nothing. And pick number 2 will be the upset pick of the week. Now, this is the total opposite. This is the one where we think, all right, so this team, you know, they've kind of got an advantage. You know, Vegas thinks they'll be 4-point favorites, but we think this team, this 4-point underdog, will shine through and grasp victory by the throat. And that will also be 1 point if you're correct, 0 points if you are incorrect. And then finally, this was kind of hard to think. I had to think of something really quick, but you know what? I kind of like this idea. We've got what's called the high rollers. And what does that mean? Well, I mean, it's Vegas, baby. Who is going to roll the highest score? That's right. The highest combined score between two teams. You see the over-unders all the time. Like I said, Chiefs-Cardinals, you're showing over-under of 53.5 points, so they expect, you know, kind of a high-scoring game. But as you'll see later, I don't believe that will be the case for a few reasons. But yes, that is point number 3. If we guess the game that has the highest combined score, that's another point, and we will keep track of this score all through the season. And we're super excited about this because, you know, the golf challenge, I might have had a little bit of an edge. The drag race challenge, Trajan might have had a little bit of an edge. This is total, complete speculation. So before we make these picks, I will give the proverbial handshake to Trajan here. May the best guesser win, even though, boy, we could theoretically finish 0-0 by the time this season's over. This is either going to go really good or really bad, but you know what? Screw it. Let's just have fun with it. So I will go first with my lock of the week, and it's actually kind of ironic because there is a lock involved. I've got the Monday Night Football matchup, the Denver Broncos taking down the Seattle Seahawks. And for reasons that pretty much anyone can guess, Seattle's got Geno Smith starting at quarterback, whereas Denver's got a great defense, and they got Russell Wilson to start off, who is looking to just absolutely explode in his new colors. So, yeah, my lock of the week, I got the Broncos.
That is a pretty good lock of the week, and I could see that being definitely the case there with Russell Wilson. Mine is also another revenge game. I'm saying Carolina and Baker Mayfield.
Ooh.
Over the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
I would see Cleveland Browns competitive in this.
That would be so delicious just to watch him just go absolutely ham over the Cleveland Browns too. And refresh my memory, is that one at Cleveland or is that one at Carolina? That one's at Carolina. That's right.
It would be better at Cleveland. Though.
Exactly.
And this is my old place, and I'm going to destroy it. That'd be hilarious.
Imagine that progressive commercial.
Yeah.
that'd be wonderful. All right, moving on to the upset, and I'll full disclosure here too. I changed mine before we started. I originally thought I would have the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Washington Commanders, but looking back, I'm like, that's not really as impressive as an upset. Honestly, I want something more controversial, and it doesn't get more controversial than Kirk Cousins. And I think the Minnesota Vikings will shock the world on Sunday, and they will take care of business over the Green Bay Packers. They seem to find a way. They seem to have their number at least once every year, and you know what? I think this is the week one is going to surprise everyone. Remember what happened last year? The New Orleans Saints absolutely bludgeoned the Green Bay Packers week one. So something about Aaron Rodgers in week one, I don't know. Maybe it's a fluke. I could be wrong. But I'm thinking Minnesota, they find a way, and that's my upset.
That is a pretty good upset, and I do hope you're right on that one. My upset is actually going to be Dallas over Tampa Bay. I think Brady is in for a rude awakening. He should have stayed retired, and Dallas is going to show that. Even though it pains me to say Dallas winning a game, I believe Dallas will get this one at home.
How about them Cowboys, huh? On paper, these teams, kind of seem evenly matched. I mean, you got two teams with really strong defenses, and you've got two offenses that have some question marks on there too. But yes, on paper, Tampa Bay is technically the favorite on there, and it would be a sight to see that vaunted Cowboys defense just absolutely make a meal out of Tom Brady. I mean, I don't want him to die or anything like that, but it would be very interesting to see that old man try to run for his life from Micah Parsons or any of the defensive linemen for Dallas. That'd be very interesting.
So just maim or severely injured.
That's exactly right. That's exactly correct. All right, and last but not least, we got the high rollers here, and I was kind of going back and forth on this one because there's some good games where there could be a lot of high scoring going on rather. I think. And, prime time, it might be the right time for it to happen. I've got the Rams versus the Bills. I think it's just going to be fireworks everywhere. I mean, yes, both teams have, respectable defenses. But, you got the marquee matchup of Matt Stafford versus Josh Allen and all the weapons that they have at their disposal. You got Cooper Kupp versus Stephon Diggs. I mean, are you kidding me? We couldn't ask for a better matchup for a Thursday night opening day, realistically. So I think, the defense will probably get involved. They may score a couple times. But I got the Rams and the Bills. I think they're gonna light up the scoreboard Thursday night.
To start out the season, that is a great game, and I do agree with your pick here. I think this pick, they might score a little bit more. I'm thinking Chargers and Raiders.
Ooh.
And the reason I'm thinking this, last year, Chargers got snubbed. all the storyline was they shouldn't have took a timeout. They're not going to put a question mark on this one. They're going to go all out. They reloaded this offseason with players. So did the Raiders. And they're going to want to show off those new toys. So I think this is going to be a pretty high-scoring game.
Same story. You got Keenan Allen versus Devontae Adams now. I mean, holy smokes, that's gonna be a fireworks show just as much too. So hey, couple solid guesses I think on both our parts. Now watch, the final score is gonna be like 13-10 or something like that between the two of them. Exactly. So, but yes, that is our Week 1 predictions. As I mentioned, next week when we review Week 1, I will have an official scoreboard that will pop up once we tally up all the points, or who knows, it might still be 0-0. Lord knows, right?
I hope not.
Time will only tell, but we appreciate you spending your time with us on this week's show. Kind of a shorter episode here too, but I am definitely excited to review next week. I'm definitely excited to share my travels with each and every single one of you. And you know what? Down in the comments below, why don't you leave your own decisions? Who's your lock, who's your upset, and who's your high roller? We want to hear from you. Let us know down in the comments below. Any closing thoughts before we wrap things up here, Trajan?
Well, I'm ready to go Ric Flair on this. I'm ready. I'm ready for this season.
Absolutely, baby. It's the hype is real, baby. We are just we are within reach of the football season, and we are excited to share every single moment with every single one of you at home. So, without further ado, thank you everybody so much for watching. Click like if you liked the video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all of your friends, and we will see you next week as we prepare for Week 2.